starting lineups. First for the West All-Stars, Steph Curry's out there with Harden. And at the center position, an impressive combination of size and skill. The 7'1" Spaniard, Marc Gasol. And there's Klay Thompson, and it's Aldridge in at the 4 slot. And for the East, Lowry out there with Wall. And at the center position, one of the most highly skilled 7-footers in the game today. He can do it all. Pau Gasol. And it's LeBron James. And it's Anthony in at the 4 spot. Wall's shot is off.
For the majority of his career, Marc Gasol has been referred to as the other Gasol. But last season, you can make that case that he surpassed his brother Pau in terms of impact on the court.
Kicks it out to LeBron. Offensive rebound. Outside Lowry. No good on the 3. Gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Thanks, Kevin. The West All-Stars head coach and I got a chance to catch up for just a minute. And he said a big factor in this game will be how well they're able to handle Kyle Lowry. He admitted being a fan of his game, saying he's a tough athletic guard who really competes. Defense, rebounding, attack the paint, he'll take it to you. We've got to be ready to match his motor and his aggressiveness. Kevin, are they up to it?
Thanks, Doris.
Well, he's such a smart defender, guys. He just has a knack for stripping the ball from the offensive player just when he thinks he's got an easy shot going in.
And Steve, quite honestly, he is their muscle. I mean, the guy they rely on for some brute force when they need it is him. Finesse isn't the first word that comes to mind when you're talking about this guy.
And Marc Gasol, a little bigger than his older brother Pau, very comfortable at the center position, whereas Pau is a little more of a tweener. They're both obviously so incredibly skilled.
They sure are. I mean, both Gasol's able to play in the high post as passers or jump shooters or down on the low block, and where they can use their array of offensive skills. Pretty impressive to see 2 players like that coming out of the same family.
James, rejected by Aldridge. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Harden outside. Outside Curry. Back to Harden. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars. LeBron kicks the wall. And Thompson sends it back. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Harden. Curry's got 5.
And that's a difficult shot in the face of a defender that towers over.
Well, you know, he almost seems to enjoy those mismatches, Steve. It gives him a chance to show what a strong finisher he is. Well, you know, you look at LeBron James, maybe more than any other player in NBA history, he's great in a way that transcends position. Size, skill, savvy, know-how. I mean, he's got it all.
Now we're going to talk about LeBron's ability to really play any position on the floor. When you look back, has Steve there ever been a player you could say that about?
I'm not sure if you could say that about both ends of the floor. I mean, there's a lot of great defensive players who could guard everybody. Scottie Pippen or Dennis Rodman. Offensively, Magic Johnson could play any position he wanted, but to be able to do so at both ends is what separates LeBron James.
Now Curry, after the missed 3 by Carmelo. And that's good. Steph Curry for 3. Curry's got 8.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
And the defense getting bombarded. They just haven't been able to slow him down.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Here's Irving. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
They ran that inbounds play perfectly there to get the quick hitter.
The three from Harden. And the rebound goes to Pau Gasol. Gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. LeBron kicks to Gasol. He feeds it to Korver. The kick out to Irving. The shot misses. The West All-Stars will go the other way with it. Harden with it. Now defended by Korver. And here's the fast break. Here's Anthony, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk clock coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
Well, that's what happens when you get all five guys on a string defensively ready to react and make a play.
And the East with some changes. Wash comes in for Pau Gasol. And it's Jimmy Butler coming in for Carmelo Anthony. Irving kicks to Korver. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Korver's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars.
One thing people kind of forget about with Irving is that in addition to all the skills he has at the point guard spot, he's a pretty physical point guard. He's well put together and can muscle it up with about any defender he faces.
Gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. And for Irving with his size and good athleticism, the potential is there to be a very good defensive player as well.
I think that's an area where he himself, Kevin, has acknowledged that he has some work to do. He's been focused so much on his offensive game, but now is the time to take that next step and become a real solid two-way player.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's a physical game, and so far the numbers show that they've got the edge on the ground.
Tough by LeBron.
You know, regardless of who starts the break, it seems like he's usually the one to finish it.
And that's because of how well he attacks the rim on the dead run.
Gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Curry dishes to Harden. Butler with the steal. Here's Irving. And it's Curry with the rebound.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Tell you what, it had to be one of the best shooting performances of last season and perhaps even the last 10 years or so when Steph Curry dropped 54 on the Knicks and made 11 threes on that night, and everything was dropping.
And Clark mentioned the 54-point game for Curry. Sometimes performances like that can elevate a player's confidence to a new level. Steve, you should say that. I mean, it had to be incredibly empowering.
Especially when you do it in that building,
yes.
At the mecca of basketball. And I think we saw what it did for Curry's confidence down the stretch and into the playoffs, where he really elevated his game to another level.
Here is Korver. They get it back. Now here's Durant. Outside Curry. Lots of room. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. And that's 15 points for Steph Curry.
Well, Curry is a constant threat offensively, Kevin. As soon as he crosses half court, you have to pick him up. He's got unlimited range, but also the shiftiness on the dribble, the ability to create space, get into the paint, and either hit a little floater or find a teammate for a jump shot.
Well, one of the best shooters in the game, Steve, no question about that. The passing ability is there too, but it's his honey sweet stroke that really is his best quality.
Gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. Outside Westbrook. Nowitzki a string. Takes the three. And it's Westbrook missing. In 39% in the early minutes of this game. Irving passes to LeBron. Launches a three. And Bosh gets it to go. And it's just by LeBron. Bosh has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Outside Westbrook. Misses off the right eye. Now LeBron. He's got 5. Pass to Irving. Fires the three. Gets it to go.
Rubin's got 8. He can be a forgotten man in the offense sometimes, but the defense still needs to keep an eye on him.
Timeout call here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over.
Well, for LeBron James, guys, the stats say it all. He's always a beast. But when you play him at the power forward position, his numbers take on a whole nother level of excellence.
Here's Paul. And they double up Paul. Outside Westbrook. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Westbrook's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And Clark, you mentioned LeBron playing at the 4 being a tough matchup for teams. Steve, why is that?
Well, we've seen the same thing with Carmelo Anthony, a guy who's playing at the 4 who has great size and strength, but also ball handling ability. It compromises the defense, particularly when you put shooters around him.
And here are the East All-Stars now. 4-point game. Here's Teague. He can fly, Kenny. He'll make you forget he's a point guard sometimes.
Yeah, when he does decide to attack the basket, Kevin, he can do it with the best of them.
And this is the time to attack with these two teams locked in such a close game.
Now here's Westbrook. Dishes to Paul. A target from outside. Here's Duncan. The shot is off. So the East All-Stars will take it the other way. Passes it to Korver. Launches it. That one goes. Korver's got 6.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. The defense hasn't been able to set up.
Now here's Paul. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. The kick out to Westbrook. 6 to shoot. Durant feeds it to Paul. Westbrook drives in. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 5.
Late reaction from the defense, and he's always going to make good on that.
And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. West All-Stars lead by 1. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back.